gosh, man.
It was working.
That's smart thinking.
Yeah.
Hold on, I can close that door real quick.
I already started recording.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Good. You're about 3 hours late. We've already been warmed up and ready to go. We're warmed up like a prom queen.
I'm 9 minutes late.
You're the one that said goddamn 7 o'clock, and you're 9 minutes late to the dance.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And you guys were crushing my nuts 30 minutes before it
That's
even
'cause we
happened.
get-
I'm already
Stop it.
recording. Jay, go ahead and start the show.
We get on here, we talk it out, and then
You're
we
already
start.
recording?
Yeah.
What's for everybody? I'm Jason.
As usual, Cop is late to the party. I'm Nick.
I'm Kyle, the one that's late.
Without his hat and wearing his glasses. Look
Yeah.
at that sexy
What'd you-
Oh, there's a
beast.
bad glare. I'll take them off.
Did you forget to get dressed or what?
No, I was working all day. I was up at my boss's house putting a roof on his house. Well, putting a ceiling inside of his
Oh,
house.
that's right.
Inside.
You,
Yeah.
You called off, right?
Yeah.
Or he gave you yeah. That's awesome.
All right. Hey, so before we get started, I'll show you boys. Here's the progress.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Started using sea salt spray. It works amazing. You don't have hair, so don't frown like that.
No, I don't.
You could probably use it on. You could probably use it on your ball fro.
Don't have ball fro.
Clean.
You got a lawnmower?
No, it's clean down there.
I got
It's
a
clean.
lawnmower. I got a lawnmower.
Maybe she just
2.0.
wants the young bull.
2.0. Lawnmower 2.0, not a sponsor. Should be.
Does it come with a little lint roller thing that really gets in there and makes it nice and soft and
No.
Then after a good shave like that, you put on some of that.
coconut butter or whatever it is?
No, it's called Fresh Balls.
Fresh balls. That's right. You use
Fresh
fresh balls.
balls. Yeah, Fresh Balls powder. Goes on liquidy, dries like a powder, stays fresh all day. Fresh Balls.
Not a sponsor.
Should be. Yeah, I need to start reaching out to these companies and be like, hey, I use your product routinely.
Yeah. How about you
To be a
sponsor our
sponsor.
cast?
Yeah. And Brunt Workwear, I need to reach out to them too because their boots are the bomb.com.
Are they really?
Oh, fuck, I love them. They are the softest, most comfortable pair of boots I've ever owned. Not a sponsor.
I thought
They
it-
should be.
I thought it was just I thought there was just a
No.
lot of hype involved in their advertising. I didn't think they were. Because I was like, wow, these guys are investing a lot of money into their advertising. Maybe I should just buy a pair. But now that I know they're comfortable, maybe I will buy a pair.
No,
Brunt
I bought the
Workwear.
Brunt Workwear.
For your
yeah.
working needs.
I bought well, Jen bought me the black pair with the white stitching
hmm
for Christmas, and then I loved them so much I bought the same ones just in brown for
See, what kills me is the white bottoms.
no, it's not really white. It's like a
Cream.
beige.
It's like a cum
Yeah,
white.
cream.
Cum white.
No, not that white.
So
But
you don't have creamy cum?
no, not that beige. But that's
Sounds
what
unhealthy.
they rock. They are comfortable boots. And the way that it's like I'm stealing all their thunder. They really should sponsor us because I'm selling them. It has like a triple layer insole in it, and if you have like a wide foot, you take one layer out and it drops your foot down, so it's the same shoe.
You happy? My fucking dinner's cold. I just ate cold eggs because of you.
Old eggs. McGriddle.
I feel like that's a good cold.
Spaghetti.
Yeah.
All right.
I love
so,
a good McGriddle.
Before we continue, Nick brought this up, so I'm going to bring it up again just to piss him off. I'm just going to get your blood boiling right away. Fuck, marry, kill. Carrie Underwood, Taylor Swift, Elle King. You can't kill them all. You got to pick one for each. Taylor Swift, Carrie Underwood, Elle King. Fuck, marry, kill.
But
Let's hear it.
okay. All right. Elking's annoying, so I'll probably kill her. All right. I'll have my one night with Tay Tay. All right, and then I'll go see a chiropractor afterwards because my
Oh,
pelvic bone will be out of place. And then
I'm s-
I'm marrying Carrie Underwood because, well, fuck, I got scars on my face too, so I guess we'd be a good pair.
So you're gonna
Nope.
fall on your sword.
I have to. You didn't leave me a choice.
He's going down again. I'm fucking El King.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's gross. That's gross. I'm killing El King. I'm killing
No,
El
I
King.
can't do it. Taylor Swift, I can't do it. Sorry.
I'm gonna marry her.
Uh,
Yep.
mm-mm.
I'm
Now
banging
listen,
Carrie.
Jason, he got us, man. He got us talking about Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
It
he
wasn't.
did.
It
He
wasn't
did.
hard. It was gonna come anyway. This is the Super Bowl episode or after party Super Bowl. We were gonna have to talk about Taylor Swift.
No, I wasn't. We were actually. I was going to avoid it like the freaking plague.
Yeah, it's too damn bad now.
I think the official count was they showed her 12 times during the entire.
Yeah, and here's the fucking
Yes.
thing. Kelsey didn't even make a fucking play, and he put her on fucking TV.
He made a couple plays.
Yeah.
No. There were in the
you're
first
saying.
half. In the first half, he wasn't anywhere near the fucking ball. He would line up on the outside, and he would take 2 steps and stop and let the fucking play happen. And they'd turn around and show her in the fucking. Oh god, don't get me going,
Did you
guys.
see
I
that
promise.
shit?
I promise some friends I try to accept her.
That shit killed me during the Super Bowl. Travis Kelsey would come in motion across toward the camera that they were showing, and it would be a run play, and he would just kind of like start walking and
Yeah.
then just continue to walk like I'm not blocking anybody. I don't.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
don't
no,
know,
he'd
but-
give up during the play.
Yeah.
I told
Yeah.
Chris, I was like, he's got to fucking sell it. I mean, what the hell? And then
So-
there was that one time he caught the ball, and I don't know if he was trying to turn around and juke the guy backwards, or if he was trying to slide. I was like, was he fucking afraid to get hit?
Hey, Bob.
So I don't know. I think there's, I don't know, some parts, like I feel like the game was called fairly by the referees,
It was.
but
I think so, too.
but aspects of that still make me think there is some scripture to the NFL.
Oh,
here's
totally.
what-
Like when
here's one
Travis
for you.
Kelsey gives up on the play, you know that
Yeah.
you know it's a run play to the opposite side
Yeah.
of the field, because almost every single time he gave up on the play, what he would do is he would go in motion to the opposite side of the field. They would hike the ball would get ran to the right side of the field while he's in motion to the left, and he would just stop and stand there.
Yep.
Almost every damn play. 'Cause
Every time.
we were talking about it here when we were watching it, and I was like, hey, look at this guy getting paid millions of dollars and doesn't even go downfield to get a like. What if the play comes
You see
back?
how he
And that's what I told Chris. I was like, he's whatever happened to give him Mahomes options in case the freaking ball gets dropped out of, fumbled or
Did you see what
Mahomes
he
has to
showed
pick
up
it
to
up.
the field in?
What's that?
Did you see what he showed up to the field in?
No.
That black suit thing.
Yeah, that bedazzled fucking
Yeah.
suit.
Taylor must have been up all night bedazzling.
So the reason I say so obviously I'm a 49ers fan. It pissed me off to see them lose, but and I'm not trying to blame scripture on it, but there was elements of that game that just didn't make sense. Like when Travis Kelsey gives up, like how isn't the
Yeah.
defense picking up on that and saying, hey,
Exactly.
well obviously the ball's going to the right side of the field when he gives up on the ball, so let's try to pay attention for his motions, you
Yeah.
know, on a
Also-
1st and 10.
Also, that blocked field goal.
Yeah. That was a
You
low
know-
kick by Moody. Moody's been solid all year, and I think he was just trying
You
to
go
get it.
68 for 68 all year.
And then you
I
get
think
one
he- I-
blocked.
Yeah, I
Didn't
think he
get
was just
one
trying to
block.
barely put it over the top because they were like
It
20
was
yards out.
They
it was like a 29-yard field goal or
they
something like
they
that.
said he kicked it with his ankle.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't kick it with his foot.
That's what I'm saying.
So
So here's the other thing.
This
Against
guy's so pissed.
Against the
I'm not-
49ers,
I'm not.
this is going against the 49ers. It was the punt that McLeod biffed. Now, I know it's not McLeod's fault because they hit the dude's foot, so he had no choice but to pick it up. Okay? You get paid big-time money. You reach down and you can't pick up a fucking football?
Well, it's not just that though. Like it's
You know,
been known. It's been known in the past that the balls that they use for the Super Bowl are extra slippery, and you
Yeah.
saw that in like how sure-handed is Christian McCaffrey, and he
Yep.
fumbled it on the first drive of the fucking game.
Yeah.
How about
Um,
Pacheco not having a fucking game? I enjoyed that motherfucker not having a game. He annoys me. Did you guys watch the Super Bowl interviews, like the Monday night thing where they all had like the interviews on the field?
No, I didn't watch any of that crap.
Pacheco needs to get, it takes all of us tattooed on his fucking body somewhere, a tramp stamp, something, because he said that every 15 words. Oh, he annoyed the shit out of me.
What'd you think at halftime?
I loved the halftime show. I thought it was great.
I thought it was boring as shit till the last song when Luda came out.
Yeah, that's true too.
Like,
That song, I was
he
waiting.
had so many more popular songs. He played.
Yeah, I was waiting for that song.
Let It Burn was cool. That was a good song.
Yeah.
Really, he played like a couple. I feel like he played a couple deep tracks at the Super Bowl. Like nobody goes to an Usher concert to hear deep tracks. Like let's hear them hits. Bring them out. So
I think they need to. I think they need to put like Luke Combs or something out there next year. I think that'd be
cool.
badass.
Reba McEntire did a good
Reba
job. Reba
McEntire killed it. Post Malone killed it.
Yeah, that was good.
I loved his. Yeah, that was great.
I'm not even a big fan of Post Malone, but yeah, I'll say that he did good.
His voice is a lot better than I thought it was.
Yeah.
I've never really heard him sing like by himself before.
He showed range. Like
Yeah.
everyone, because I even turned around and looked at Chris and said, "Whoa, this is not the Post Malone I'm used to."
I think it was the CMAs. He did that Joe Diffie tribute, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, he did it with
Um,
Morgan Wallen and Hardy.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
I didn't care for the Black National Anthem. I don't care what people say. I think it's stupid that they do it.
I didn't even know that was that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Lift every voice.
You have a ghost.
I saw that too. The blanket moving.
Everybody's asking about you. Lauren says hi.
Oh, hey.
So
listen.
I
saw the blanket move.
Yeah, so did I. I got
got
goosebumps on the back of my neck because I didn't hear it come down. Do you want to be a special guest on our podcast? You can
Kyle,
be on YouTube. She said,
Kyle needs a young priest and an old priest. No, I didn't care for it. I think it's very divisive that the NFL still does it because there's black commentators that were like, "Why are we doing this? I'm an American. I'm not a freak. I have one national anthem."
So
yeah,
getting
stupid.
It is stupid. But getting back to the scripture, the only reason I would say that I don't think the NFL is scripted is there's too many people to talk. And I'll say this about the moon landing. I'll say this about almost all conspiracy, 9/11. There's way too many people involved for somebody not to have opened their mouth by now and say, hey, like it doesn't matter how much money. Like if Neil Armstrong on his deathbed would have said something. You know?
Yeah, that's true too.
Like, come on. Like that's where I think
you're on. People show like the spacesuit and shit all the time, and like how the feet are different, but you can see like clearly that slips into something.
Yeah.
It's like a space sock.
Did you guys see all the conspiracy during the Super Bowl? Well, it's conspiracy now, but during the Super Bowl it wasn't. But all the conspiracy about like the black worship and the devil worship and all that stuff. Like that girl that was seated next to Taylor Swift. Every time she would get on the screen, she would give up like devil horns, and she was wearing an upside down cross.
Little orphan Annie, as I call her.
She had an afro.
Yeah, and it was yellow or red or something. Yeah,
I wasn't paying attention.
So I wasn't paying attention during the game, but I've seen a lot of stuff on social media now after.
Yeah, I haven't been paying attention to that. But conspiracies are funny. I like some of that. Like flat earthers really fucking kill me.
Oh, that's the stupidest one. That's the dumbest one out there.
No, it is.
They have physical proof of what the Earth looks like from outer space, from the International Space Station, and they still think it's fucking flat.
So my buddy Josh, I'll call him right the fuck out, and I know he listens. So if you're listening, fucker, you're a piece of shit because the Earth. He's like he was telling me maybe a couple weeks ago that you can't listen or that you can't fly over Antarctica. I was like, you fucking moron. I said they land planes on Antarctica. If you can't fly over it, how the hell are you landing a plane on it? He's like, have you ever seen it? And I was like, have you ever seen a plane not fly over Antarctica? And he's like, well, no. And I was like, so I went on TikTok and I showed him a couple of videos of like scientists that do like,
Yeah,
they do like plug cores and stuff like that, and for just to see like the
They
age
got-
of the Earth and stuff like that. And like the guy clearly shows a plane landing in Antarctica, picking up scientists, and I was like, and it still wasn't enough. We were actually playing a conspiracy theorist board game that night.
they got C-130s that fly Antarctica missions all the time out of Cheyenne.
Yeah, they have to put special antifreeze in them. Like
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah,
it's like a negative 100 degree antifreeze or something like that.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and they put skis in front of like on the
Yeah.
tires and
Mhm.
shit, so it could land. Yeah. See, yeah, nobody fucking can fly.
I hate flat
Freaking
earthers.
Antarctica.
I can't stand it.
So that you remember that guy, the Red Bull guy? He went up in a space balloon
And
he
then
did-
jumped out.
Yeah. So he was he was not a flat earther, but he was not a doubter of the round Earth or the flat Earth. And then after that jump, he's like, "Yep, there's no doubt the Earth is round."
Well, everybody gives shit anyway because they're like, see, look how high up he is and look how flat it is. And then you have Neil deGrasse Tyson who's
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's because he hasn't broken a certain stratosphere or whatever, to get out. Like, some of the smartest freaking people in the world know it's round and they don't believe them. They're like, no, they're just part of the conspiracy to keep everybody down and
Keeping the man down.
I don't-
unknowing.
I don't know. I don't get it. I don't. So like, there are some conspiracy theories that I believe. JFK.
Like the magic
JFK.
bullet.
Or
so,
governor.
so I have no doubt. I think that Lee Harvey Oswald was involved. Maybe he
Right.
didn't shoot him because there is not a lot. And my buddy Josh, he's gonna give me shit for this. I know it too because he thinks that it was a whole fucking government setup. But
Well, if you watch The Irishman on Netflix, have you watched that?
no,
Well, that whole thing, part of that is that the mafia had Kennedy killed because he wasn't doing what they wanted him to do.
Yeah.
So here's my rationale. I don't doubt that Lee Harvey had anti
American views.
government thoughts.
Right.
And probably wanted to assassinate Kennedy. But that guy talk and shit, he was dumb.
Yeah, he was definitely on the spectrum.
He was dumb.
Oh my
So
God,
I don't
that's
think
cool.
he could. I mean,
What?
he was a Marine. I mean, so he had some form of training. But what I'm saying is that to be a mastermind behind that,
No.
So, like,
anybody, yeah. I'm like, mm-mm.
So like a lot of people say that he was shot twice. Like there was an entry wound in the back,
Right.
like right at the base of his head, and then there was another, and the exit wound didn't line up or something like that. I'm not 100%
That's
sure on the facts.
That's the magic bullet.
So
Did
no,
you, yeah,
so it's
did you see that one
round.
theory of?
Good.
Go ahead.
So I'm just saying,
go ahead.
rounds are designed to enter in one spot
And leave the
exit
other.
in another. So like there's no doubt that the bullet tumbled, probably fell a little bit, and then came out somewhere else. Like the bullets maybe not back then. He used a 6.5 Carcano, I know that, but maybe back then the bullets weren't designed to do that. But bullets today do that, and they are shaped very similarly to bullets back then. So like, what's to say that that bullet didn't do that when it entered it hit a fucking bone and just blah blah blah.
Well, I like those conspiracy theories that they see that Secret Service agent turn around.
Oh
and,
yeah.
like just off, look like it fired a gun. I'm like, come on. If a Secret Service agent in the vehicle would have fired a shot, don't you think that,
Jackie would have seen it or something.
or the governor of Texas at the time
Hmm.
he would have been deaf
Right.
from how close that fucking gun went off? I'm like, no.
I'll fuck you
If
up.
you go to Dealey Plaza down in Dallas, and there's a parking lot just on the other side, like you have the median, I think that's what they're calling the grassy knoll. I really don't know. But on the right-hand side, up there's a grove of trees and a fence, and then there's a parking lot. It would have been so easy to take a firing position from that fucking parking lot, hop in a car, and fucking bolt, because it takes you right out to the highway.
I don't know. I'm not too educated on the conspiracy theorist side. I'm more on the historical side. So, I don't know. I'm probably talking out my ass, and maybe there is something that may convince me otherwise. But
all I know.
Maybe we need to find a book of secrets.
Yeah. Ooh, the
Just
President's
saying.
Book of Secrets. All I'm saying is Ford's Theater is overrated.
isn't that where Abe Lincoln was shot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
like that. I like those history T-shirts. It's got a picture of Lincoln on it. It says Ford's Theater, 1 star. Would
One
not
star.
recommend. Yeah, would not recommend.
I think I don't know. I'm not a big fan of conspiracy theories because history has proven so many wrong. But maybe there is some validity to them.
Yeah, when it comes to NFL, though, I do believe what you've been saying, Kyle. The NFL needs a new Tom Brady / Patriots, and that's what the Chiefs are.
Yep.
Yeah.
But nobody wants that. Like the fans don't want that.
No.
And sooner or later, fans are gonna realize, just like the whole Black National Anthem. A lot of people boycotted the NFL when that started, and real quick the NFL learned, oh shit, our ratings are down because instead of having 10 million people a day watching, well now we only have 3 million people watching. So in return, ad revenue goes down and ticket sales go down. Everything goes down. And
what I want to know is, talk about conspiracy theories.
Uh-huh.
Who the fuck can afford the fucking Super Bowl tickets? You see like these things on TikTok,
$2 million $2 million for the suites.
Yeah.
But no, it was like somebody, they asked, like, I saw a TikTok. It said, "How much did you pay for your Super Bowl ticket?" And they're like, 10 grand, 9 grand, 15 grand, 32 grand. Who the fuck can pay for those tickets? It's like, and they're like, "Oh, it's a once in a lifetime thing. I saved for it, blah, 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 blah." I don't give a fuck. There's plenty of other things I could do with 9 grand.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bunny Ranch.
Yeah. You could invest 9 grand and the following year have 12.
Yeah.
Like that's just in a high interest bank account. That's not even investing. Like, well, I wouldn't invest in the stock market right now, but say when you
it's been good until today. All right.
Yeah.
You just gotta, fucking gas. I don't know what it is. We just got a big price hike. Gas was like $2.79 a gallon here.
I think we're almost $4 again. I think we're at $3.40 something.
Well, that was yesterday. I was driving to the gym this morning, and the pump, it went from $2.79 to $3.29, like that.
Wow.
See, this is what I don't get. I think we've talked about this before. Is what else in the market does that besides probably like gold and silver and stuff like that? Like, how can a store or a gas station buy gas yesterday at X amount of dollars per barrel? The price changes 24 hours later and they can mark up the price, but that's not what the price that they bought it for.
So that's because so that just accounts for the fluctuation of the price. So if they buy gas at a lower price and the price goes up, they raise their price, and then the next time that they buy at a higher price to make up the dividend from when they bought low.
No, but that's what I'm trying to figure out is like they bought it. Let's say they bought 1,000 gallons.
You're saying that they should sell at market value no matter what.
They should continue to sell it until they have at that price until they buy it again.
Rem.
it shouldn't fluctuate from fucking day to day or week to week.
Yeah, but
Well, maybe week to week.
well, like I said, so like that would make sense for like something like that would make sense for a truck stop to do because they utilize so much gas and they go through it, so their price can fluctuate. But like, say like John's garage down like right up on the mountain over here, like they probably go through a 500-gallon tank over the course of a 3-month span, you know. So like when they buy gas at a low price, you're about
Kyle's
to get
losing his
fucked up.
McGriddle right now. Kyle's losing his McGriddle right
No,
now.
they're sitting in front of me, but he's trying to get to him.
Oh.
But like, so what I'm saying is like for him to buy low, and then the next time he buys it might be, you know, $200. Well, I'll say like another $1,000 for that to fill up the 500 gallons for him. Well, he's got to make up that price difference that he lost while the price was high or while the price was low.
I know, but what I'm saying is nothing else does that. No, it doesn't fluctuate that much. Like you can't, like a gallon of milk, you buy it. It's been like $3 and some odd cents a gallon for like forever.
Yeah.
You imagine if any other business like Coke, like if they fluctuated based off the stock price every day, fuck.
So like
People would get fucked all over.
so that does irritate the shit out of me. So why, if I go to Walmart, right, and I buy a bundle of 20 Cokes, I end up paying about $99 to $1.19 per Coke. But if I walk up to the fucking cash register and I get a Coke out of the Coke out of the refrigerator, yeah, it's $2.79. How does that make any sense? It's the same product.
You're paying for convenience fee.
That's stupid.
Basically.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
How's that any more convenient than just going to the fucking back of the store, grabbing a 12-pack, and then going?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
But you're already there.
You could buy beer, like a 6-pack of like Busch Light, cheaper at the grocery store than you can at a convenience store.
Which makes 0 sense. So up there it's different, or down there it's different, because we only have certain convenience stores that sell it, and it's a little bit higher price. But if we go to a beer distributor, I could buy that same 15-pack of Busch for, you know, $4 less.
Yeah.
But so I get convenience stores why their prices are higher. There is a convenience of going there and buying those things, and I'm a fucking sucker. They get me every damn time. I walk in the Sheetz 2-3 times a day, and I'll be like, "This is highway robbery," and then I put my card in the goddamn machine.
Yeah.
I'll sit there and bitch about it all day long, and then I'm like, "Yep, here's my $3 for my Pepsi."
Well, which is funny because like right now at United, you can get like I think it's 1.5 liters Coke for like $1.19, and you go up to the register and you get the fucking 20-ounce Coke for $2.29.
That's a kick in the nuts.
I know, but the only what the difference is between the two besides the size? One's cold, one's not.
Yep. So you're paying an extra what, $1.20 for, or 75?
$1.10.
Yeah, $1.10 to use their electricity.
Yeah,
to cool the bottle.
I don't buy it.
Me neither. That's
it's
a conspiracy fucking theory. The whole damn world's against us.
Yeah, it's convenience because somebody had to stock it there that wasn't the Coke person.
But what? Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, because the Coke people do stock the refrigerators up front and stuff.
Well, no, they stock the aisle, and the employees stock the ones up front by the register.
But it's the same damn Coke. The employees got it. The employees got it from the damn shelf and
So
pulled
you're
it off.
telling me?
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
stupid. I fucking hate it.
Cal, you're getting bent over and ramrodded and not even spit on.
Every day.
But Sleepy Joe
And
Sleepy
the worst part about
Joe's inflation is fucking us all anyway.
So the worst part about it is I know it for a fact, and I let it happen every single day.
Hey,
I just do it.
That's you enjoying being raped, man. That's it.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do though? Like when I'm working, I don't have. I do have the luxury of coming home and because I live in the township where I work, but That's not. I don't like doing that. I don't like coming home because it's not fair to the people who don't. One, my coworkers who don't live in the township, and two,
Right.
I don't want people driving by and seeing a cop car sitting at my house, because they'll drive by, see the cop car there for the 10 seconds that they drove by my house, and then they'll call the township and be like, "Oh, there's a cop car sitting there for an hour," when literally I was
Yeah.
there for 5-10 minutes grabbing a sandwich and.
That's valid. That's very valid.
But at this on the same, so like I don't mind spending that money, but like I realize that me and Lauren have been talking about this over the course of the last maybe 6 months, because grocery bills are getting ridiculous.
Fuck.
I mean everything.
We spent $330, and I looked in the cart, and I'm like, "What the fuck did we get?"
I say that every single time. I'm like, we just spent $350. What the? And I got 3 bags sitting in front of me. 3.
Well, thank God we can go to the commissary on base, because meat there is a hell of a lot cheaper than it is at like Walmart. And like now it's drastically cheaper if you go to Sam's. Like ultimately you're paying more price for more meat, but if you break it down by pound, like you could buy like a pork roast for like $1.98 a pound, and have them cut it up in the pork chops for you, and they'll wrap it, and it's cheaper than having, because if they fucking like slice it up into pork chops already, it's like $2.30 a pound, because they got to pay for their service. But if you buy a thing that's marked for $1.98 a pound, that's what they have to wrap it as, $1.98 a pound.
So me and Lauren, we had a Super Bowl party. We went to the grocery store. We got everything we needed for the Super Bowl party, and then we got drinks.
How much?
We go through Gatorade.
How much was that fillet?
The fillet it was $136.
God damn.
It's 7-pound fillet though. If you were to cut that up into steaks and sell it individually, I probably would have paid upwards of $250 for that.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but that's still expensive. Like I wanted to get a prime rib, like a 10-pound prime rib, but they wanted like $285 for a 10-pound prime rib. I'm like, fuck you. Like pound for pound, it's cheaper, but.
So me and Lauren went out to the casino last night and we went out for Valentine's Day, because we both work tomorrow, or Thursday rather. So we went to the casino and we went to this place. We both ate what I thought was fairly cheap. We both got pasta for dinner. We both got salads, and we shared an appetizer. We didn't drink any beer, and we shared a dessert. Our bill came out, it was $125, and I was like,
Fuck.
yeah. And I was like, she's like, oh, that's not bad, because typically, I guess.
Where'd you eat?
It was called the Rustic Kitchen.
Oh.
Nothing crazy. But again, we ate pasta. I got friggin' creamy balsania sauce over linguine. Yeah.
Say balls on you?
Yeah, balsania. Bolognese.
I like the way your balls smell.
So I got that, and she got shrimp fried dilabo. Shrimp fried
dildo. Okay, I got it.
And we each ate. I got a mozzarella and tomato and balsamic salad, and she got a bistro salad. We each shared an appetizer, which was nothing outrageous, and we both shared a flour-free cake. It's pretty much like a chocolate lava cake with vanilla ice cream on it, but with no lava in the middle. Delicious. Everything was great, but $125 plus a $25 tip.
Yeah, so that's just it. Whenever Kinsey is home, like the 4 of us, it's just me, Krista, Kinsey, Caden. We go out to dinner. After the tip, usually it's no less than $150.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And we don't get anything stupid.
And
I'm not ordering a sushi boat or anything half the time.
So you know what pisses me off? Now, like, going out to dinner is one thing, but like, why are Americans so fucking dumb? Like right now, people are still buying cars. People are still buying houses at 7.5% interest rates.
Yep.
Like, if people stop doing those things, those eventually will go down. My buddy that I work with just bought a house. The house needed work. He bought it through FHA, and like it's a single family home.
If you buy a house in today's market, you're dying in that house because you can't afford to buy another one.
No,
because you won't have any money off of it.
you will never have equity in that house.
Yeah, exactly.
So I tried giving him my best advice. I didn't want to tell him not to buy a home because where he lived was not
Right.
family friendly. He was living up in the city, and it's just and the street he lived on was just ruled by gangs. And he has 3 daughters, so I was definitely all for him buying a house. It was the better decision for him to be made. But I was going over budget things with him, and I was like, you got to make sure, because you're probably going to have a $2,800 mortgage payment on top of 2 car payments, on top of car insurance, on top of cell phones, on top of internet, on top of electricity, gas, everything else. Plus, I said, you still got to put food in your mouth while you're here, put food in your mouth
Right.
while you're at home. Like, it's just, everything compiles, and the next thing you know, you have zero money. And so he's like, oh, I know. And I think he realized that, he's mature. He definitely made a good choice in buying the house. But
Yeah, but how much was his rent?
so I don't think it was very much, because he was the house was owned. I'm pretty sure the house was owned by his mother-in-law. So I don't think.
But it was the area that made him get out.
Yeah, it was the area that it wasn't worth staying. But I don't know. I just.
It was Hazel. He must have lived in Hazleton.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, on Alter Street in Hazleton.
Fuck that place. Fuck that place.
It was literally the worst street in the city. Like, his kids would be outside and they hear gunshots and have to run back inside for fear of not knowing where the
Which is
gunshots
sad because
are landing.
that street back in the day probably was not that bad.
No, it wasn't. Alter Street has the most churches in Hazleton City.
Yeah, it's like LaSalle Street in Berwick.
Yep.
It used to be, it was a little run down, but it wasn't.
Yeah, you didn't have to drive down there and think like, oh shit, do I got to duck when I'm driving down this road? No.
All the fucking drug houses and shit that they
Everyone lay back
over there.
So getting back to the topic at hand is like, if we stop buying houses at these they're going to continue to have high interest rates.
Yep.
Because people are stupid enough. Like, look at how much money banks are making right now off of stupid people.
Or it's going to happen what happened last time.
Yeah, the housing
It's
market
just
crash and
Yeah,
it'll fucking
full-blown
drop
recession.
back down.
Yeah, but either way, that the expense still comes to us, because then federal taxes are gonna, like, we're already paying close to, I don't know, I figured it out. I think I was paying like 27% out of my check goes just to federal taxes. 33% in total gets taken out. So 27%, and then 6% of the rest of my taxes go to Social Security, Medicare, and my state taxes, which is bullshit.
Well, come down here, man. We don't have state tax.
I can't afford to buy a house because interest rates are at 7.5%, 8%. And like, we got lucky when we bought our house, because first of all, we stole the damn thing, and second of all, we got a 3.5% interest rate. And during COVID, when they were hitting 2.5 to 2 3/4, we were going to refinance, and we just had so much fear because at the time we didn't have too much equity in our house. And
ours is like 2.31%.
Yeah, we should have, looking back, we should have done it, because there was really no risk. There was a lot more reward. Our mortgage probably would have dropped $200, and we probably could have took it out for 20 years and kept our payment the same exact thing of what it is now, instead of doing a 30-year mortgage.
Ours just dropped drastically because of my VA stuff, because we don't pay property taxes anymore. So
See, you are. You're just taking America for all she's worth.
No.
Because she took everything that was worth of you.
I fucking earned it.
Okay.
21 years, bitch.
I'm gonna try for it in about 3 months, man.
I hope you get it. I'm just busting your balls. I'm glad. I'm glad. That's good for you.
Yeah.
I wish I not to put what you're doing down, or but like, what about the rest of them? The ones that are homeless,
Yeah.
shit like that.
Well, I'm going to say this, okay? And I can speak from experience on this. There are some vets that choose to live that lifestyle.
Yeah.
Oh no, I agree. But I mean, even outside of veterans,
They drew first
Yeah.
blood,
We're
not
get-
me.
we're giving fucking billions and billions of dollars to Ukraine to fight a war we want nothing to do with. But yet,
Yeah.
we have a border crisis, homeless people living on every street, and we're just allowing more immigrants to come through and make the homeless problem even worse. It makes zero sense.
One of my favorite things, I forget where it's at. I think it's in Oregon or Washington or something like that. They have this problems of like the homeless living under overpasses and shit. So they spent thousands and thousands of dollars to put these huge fucking boulders under this overpass so they fucking can't live under these things anymore. I'm like, fuck yeah.
It couldn't have been like Portland area because everyone in Portland wants that. I don't.
No, that's
I
no,
forget.
Portland. All big Democratic liberal cities are slowly rolling over. Portland just spent, I want to say it was like $2.8 million to recreate their police department that they so desperately wanted to get rid of. And
Really?
and prior, their police department budget was like 1.9 million. So now they're up over because they had to redo everything. And same with
I'm
Minneapolis
sorry.
too.
It was San Diego.
That makes sense.
I'm pretty sure it's
And-
Spanish for Wells vagina.
Also, it was Portland too. Yeah, I don't know if you could see it, but
Looking at Kyle Feda's face. Yeah, that's
They put-
awesome.
yeah, they put all those like rocks and shit in there so the homeless can't fucking.
If I was homeless, I'd just be like, "Fuck you," and I'd sleep on them.
I just fucking like get a couple of my homeless buddies and like clear out a little
Move 'em
path.
out? Yeah, just
Yeah,
put out a
like,
square.
build up. Yeah, and put like a
Build-
wind block up.
build a wall, like have 3 walls and have a tarp door, like
They'd be out
Yeah.
there
Yeah,
with
fucking put
10-foot exhaust
a
pipes
tarp over the top.
prying over the boulders to move them.
Yep. Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd just sleep out there. I'd sleep on the boulders, naked.
Yeah.
Fuck you. You want to take away my home?
I mean, there's nothing poisonous up there in Portland that would kill you, so I think you'd be safe.
I just don't. I don't know.
That's such pretty country too.
Yeah.
Like the
Gone to
problem
waste.
is that, yeah. If you're from there,
You're part of the problem. Move.
Yeah, yeah, you're part of the problem.
fucking hippies. The problem is they want to move to places like Texas.
Don't bring
where,
your
know,
politics with you. Enjoy the freedoms that American gives you.
Yeah. And that's the fucked up thing that like Texas has right now is like all these fucking cocksuckers move from California to Texas to get away from like high taxes and
Yeah.
like all the stupid rules and shit. And then they get here and they're like, no, that's what we want.
They're fucking idiots.
I agree.
Yeah.
There's some
And they're
people
trying
that
to
just want
change.
to create
They're
chaos.
trying to change like how Texans do things and fucking bring that California lifestyle here. And it's like, you just left there, you fucking idiots. Why do you want higher taxes and free? Like you want free things for the homeless and like this. Most of those motherfuckers down there in Austin make a good bit of money being homeless.
I'm sure.
I just want to dissect a liberal's brain and say, what makes you vote the way you do?
Why are you the way that you are?
You want to know the way they are is because that's the way they want it to be, and they're too. I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for this. They're too stupid to do the research and fucking come up with their own
they are
fucking
stupid.
educated decision.
They are absolutely stupid. I'll say it. Absolutely.
That's it. There's so many people that I've seen
Why do
that.
Why
are
do
left.
Democrats care more about freaking migrants than the citizens that vote them in?
Because they're going to get the migrants to be able to vote them in.
Vote. Yeah.
And then your vote won't matter. Just like your vote doesn't matter
That's true.
anyway. It doesn't matter anyway. Prior migrants.
Because fucking 90% of the vote is in the big cities.
That's true.
Pennsylvania is a red state except for 3 blotches of blue in Philadelphia County, Pittsburgh County, and Harrisburg.
Harrisburg.
Burn them to the ground.
Oh, Lackawanna County too, because Joe Biden's hometown.
Yeah, well, Texas is all red except for Dallas,
Austin.
Houston, Austin, and San Antonio,
I can't imagine
And El
Dallas
Paso.
would be that
and El Paso.
Democratic. I can't
Oh, they
imagine
are.
that they would be. Are they really?
They are-
See, that's the
oh,
problem.
yeah.
So I think another problem also arises in just the demographic of the people that are there. And this has nothing against black people, but those politicians constantly pull black people aside and say, if you vote for me, this is what I'll do for you, and then nothing ever gets
But then
done.
they never do.
Yep.
Yeah.
But every 4 years or every 6 years, when the senator gets reelected, they come back out and they'll say, "Oh, I know we didn't get to that last time, but I promise you we'll get to it this time." And this is
Or we didn't. We did this, but the fucking Republicans shut it down.
Exactly.
yeah.
I
We
think
tried to get you this, but it's the Republicans' fault. Yeah.
there's a vast minority population that are pre-educated on the different policy angles of both parties. The problem
I
is
think all
I think-
politicians want to fuck you over.
Pretty much.
that's true.
Red, blue, green, it doesn't matter.
None of
But
them.
Democratic-
I don't even think it's that they want to fuck you over. They just don't give a shit.
They don't.
All they want to do is get reelected, collect their hundreds and thousands of dollars of paychecks
Lobbyists.
and lobbyists and political funding, and then get reelected and then just do it all over again.
What,
We want to
what's
talk
that
about
thing?
people that are.
What's that
Go
thing that they have you do? Like if you want to start making money in the stock market, you just follow what the politicians are investing in.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Hey,
you
Kyle,
want to
I
talk
just
about
want to
people
say
that are-
this. I just want to say this real quick, Nick. That every time Kyle bends down to take a bite of his sandwich,
See my
it
bald
looks like
spot?
he's getting ready. No, it looks like you're trying to blow somebody.
Yeah. You trying to
because you're like,
trying to suck your own D? What's going on?
No, I just don't want to be
Yeah.
rude and eat on camera.
yeah.
Eat on
but
camera,
it
man.
looks
Who
No,
like-
cares?
I'm so fucking hungry. No, I don't want to be ignorant. So,
But
yeah,
He'll
no.
chew though.
100%. I don't give a fuck about it. I've been doing this so long, I don't care anymore.
I don't think that. So the people that always complain about, wanting reparations and getting pulled in because their skin color to vote a certain way, they need to do their research because it wasn't the Republicans that put all the drugs and shit in the minority neighborhoods. By the way, it was the Democrats back in the '60s. They had to find somewhere to put it.
It wasn't
Right.
It wasn't Republicans who enacted slavery either.
It wasn't the Jim Crow, right? We didn't enact. Yeah, so get off
Well,
that fucking
slavery
train.
was enacted. Like Republicans actually ended slavery.
They
Yeah.
ended it, right? But I'm talking about like Jim Crow laws and stuff like that. That was a Democratic policy. And what
I could
You
honestly.
What did
I
they
could-
run on?
videos of Biden fucking
so-
saying that shit.
So, the policies of each party have kind of flip flopped over the years. From any research I've ever done, and like back in the day, Democrats used to have what are now Republican values, like back in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
And now roles are reversed, and I don't think there was ever any time where Republicans were liberal Republicans, or not as, or maybe just, I don't know even how to explain
Independent
it. It's
might
not
be a
as
better way
bad.
to go.
It's not as bad as it is today, as far as the liberalism.
Yeah.
And like I am all for. I would love to
The
see.
thing I hate about
Go ahead.
the thing I hate about the left is it's just so fucking like that cancel culture. That's what fucking ruined it for me. Is I'll sit and listen to anybody's political view because I'm open to it, but I'm not gonna sit there and just because you said this or somebody said this that
Yeah.
we should cancel them. No, like you're sitting there trying to cancel comedians for trying to make people laugh. That's the whole purpose of like that is to make fun of everything.
Yeah.
I
That's
hope
why I like this format
and-
is because you
Yeah.
you make fun of everybody. That's why South Park has been around for fucking
Yeah.
ever because they can make fun of everybody. and it's
Family
funny.
Guy too. Family Guy too.
I
Yeah.
hope
Family Guy.
I wake up every day.
Nobody's safe.
Family Guy says some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
especially
they do.
early day Family Guy. Like, there was a lot of racism, a lot of things against feminism. Like, you ever see the episode where Peter is up in his upstairs window and Lois walks up for the mail and he shoots the mailbox next to her? And she's like, "You could have killed me." He's like, "I just want you to know what could be." Like, if I wanted to kill you, I would have killed you. Or I always see those. It's like TikToks and stuff about like women want things to go back to the way they were, and then it's like Grandpa in 1938 when his food wasn't on the table on time, and it's just a dude just smashing or like throwing a girl off a deck or so. It's great. Like, obviously, I would never want it to go back to that. I would never want to go
Today's
back
women
to those
don't
times.
understand what Susan B. Anthony went through. That's all I'm saying. Like,
I saw this joke. This is kind of fucked up. But it was funny. I laughed. And it was this girl. She was doing research, or she was doing she was a journalist, and she was doing like an editorial on Rosa Parks. And this guy walks in and he goes, "Oh, what are you doing?" Oh, she's like, "Oh, I'm doing an editorial on my." It was like her great great grandmother, and he's like, "Oh, who's that?" And he's like, "Rosa Parks," and he's like, "Oh, my great grandfather was a big part in getting her to do." And she's like, "Oh, was she really?" And he's like, "Yeah, he was the one telling her to get to the back of the bus." He's like, without her.
Didn't they do that on Family Guy too?
Yeah,
It's like,
I'm
Rosa
sure.
Parks Day. It's Rosa Parks Day. Oh, we call that uppity bitch that refused to do what she was told to. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did something along those lines, but
Yeah, no,
yeah, that's funny. Yeah, Family Guy, nobody's safe, and I like that,
Yeah.
and that's the way it should be. It's funny.
Well,
I mean,
not only is it funny, but that's your First Amendment right.
yep.
To be able to say whatever the fuck you want when you want, whether somebody likes it or not. And listen, not always do I say things that people like. Not always do people say things that I like. But you don't hear me fucking going, "Oh, we need to get this," like CNN. I'm not protesting CNN to be fucking canceled and taken off the damn TV. Whatever. If you want to listen to that, listen to that.
I saw a comedian one time. He was talking about being offended, and it's like, what's the worst thing that happens to you when you're offended? Nothing.
You're offended. That's it. It's over.
Yeah.
It's done.
Your feelings are hurt a little bit. So what?
The sun goes down and it will come up the next day. Like this should not affect your life at all.
Yeah, but that's the thing, How can you, as a person, let it stew that long? Like, you're sitting there just thinking, "Oh, that motherfucker told me."
I don't know. Ask me about my Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Why?
I could find that so funny because I could just imagine when Dave Chappelle, he went on his last comedy tour, he made a big thing about trans, and there was a lot of he caught over that. Like, I could imagine. Like, even just a trans person who's pissed off about it, just sitting there and they're fucking, "Do you believe that motherfucker? You hear what he said about us?"
I'm mad enough I'm gonna cut off my own dick.
Yeah. I'll show him.
What they don't show of that though is like Dave Chappelle talking to that person after the show, and like them having like a rational conversation about that, because he actually addressed that in one of his
most of the time,
and he goes out and he says, like, it's not personal, it's just a joke. I don't mean any harm by it. I'm not trying to pull out or trying to give you any flack over being trans. It's just I'm doing my job.
He's not trying to pull out.
You're not trying to pull out, huh?
But it's true.
I like the soak. So
you got any more of them? Got any more of them bags?
Simba. All right, so
hey, yo, Joe Rogan, I smoke rocks. You're done.
I'll smoke dick for crack. All right, so
I'm trying to do this San Francisco bird feeder.
Let me get that Cleveland accordion.
Speaking of which, you need to send me that episode so I can post it.
Yeah, I'm going to do it tonight. I went upstairs afterwards and fell asleep, and then we had the Super Bowl party the next day. was a clusterfuck.
Because I'm gonna take a couple snippets of that and post it on TikTok.
Yeah, that was a
Because
good one.
that shit was funny. That shit was funny. All right, well, we're getting there. How much time are we at?
55.
55. Yeah, we gotta go because Nick's got
Still got a half hour. You still got 25 minutes.
he's got a Boy Scout club to go to or something.
6:30 hard stop.
Over here, you big little bastard.
Yeah. All right, we'll end it right there. We'll call her a day. It's
All
time
right.
to eat supper anyway.
Yep.
So, all right. So for the Grog Bowl, I'm Jason.
I'm Nick.
I'm Kyle.
Grog out. Grog out.